Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be reviewing the coveted Ohuhu brush markers. I got this set off of Amazon for about $42. There are 48 markers in this set, so that makes each marker about 87 cents, which to me is a steal. Let's get into it. The marker comes with a brush tip at one end and a chisel tip at the other for large fills. As you know, the brush tip is great for blending and whatnot. So at 87 cents is actually a good deal. It also comes with this gray line to denote which side is the brush and the chisel tip, and these handy little stoppers to keep them from rolling. Now the marker set comes with their own color chart, which is handy, and it has all the names and whatnot at the bottom. I chose to make my own color swatch sheet because, as we know, sometimes the marker color straight out of the barrel is not the same color on the chart or on the cap. As you can see here, this sunflower yellow is almost the exact same color, but if you look to the side at the Y3, which is the barium yellow, you can definitely tell that there is a difference. This set of markers, the color payoff is actually pretty good. They're very saturated. I'd have to say that they sort of resemble my Prismacolor markers in tone, or my Blick markers. As you can see, my Prismacolor markers are very saturated and they kind of give off the same color payout as the Ohuhu markers, which is a very good thing. Overall, they come with a wide range of colors. As you can see, compared to my Blick, again, very saturated colors. Pretty good. Now to get into the drawing and just some pros and cons of the markers. This drawing is available for download on my Patreon for free, so you can color along with me at your own pace. Now I'm going to get into the cons of these markers first. First off, I would have to say the skin tones. As you can see, I still have my color chart at the top. There are not a lot of skin tone colors in this set. I know sometimes they send them out randomly and usually you get a good amount, but in this one there was not. Honestly, there are only about 3-4 at the most that I would be able to use as skin tones, and that's stretching it. Now I know Ohuhu has their own skin tone set. I believe it's about 25 markers, but when you purchase a set of 48, you kind of expect there to be some decent skin tones in the pack without having to buy 25 more markers. I'm just saying. Also, remember when I said that these colors are really saturated? For some reason, Ohuhu does not like putting pastel tones into their marker sets. I used one of their 100 sets before when it was just the bullet nib and the chisel nib, and even in that set you barely got any pastel tones. So I don't know what it is with pastel colors that Ohuhu seems to not like, but this set could definitely use some. There were times when I wanted to use some lighter colors and I just didn't have them. The next one isn't so much a con as it is a neutral thing, or maybe it's just me. The nibs. Now, with a brush nib, most people have their favorites, which is Copic. Honestly, my favorite nib, don't cancel me art community, is Prismacolor. And these nibs kind of resemble Spectrum Noir markers. You can see in the right hand corner of the screen, I had my Spectrum Noir markers out earlier to kind of test that theory. And while they're not bad, they're very flexible at the tip, which to me can kind of lead to fraying if you're heavy-handed. Now on to the pros. As I said before, the color payout on this marker is actually really good. It's akin to my Blick or Prismacolor markers. I've used them in conjunction with other markers and they blend well with themselves. And my Copics, my Prismacolor, just all around very good. Plus you gotta love a brush nib. I also really like the carrying case that they come in. Not a lot of people like their bags that markers come in, but I do because it's just so convenient. You just grab the top and go. All your markers are right there, and no need to shuffle them in and out of a slot or whatnot. Just grab the bag and go. Also, as of today, I learned that Ohuhu is starting to offer refills and single markers, so you don't have to buy the entire 48 set again if you run out of a certain color. Now, I believe so far they only have 12 colors and they're working on expanding that, but still, that's a good start for a cheap marker, because most of the time when buying markers, or when people consider buying markers long term, they worry about buying refills because nobody wants to run out of one marker and have to buy the whole 48 set again just to get that one color. And last but not least, the price. 87 cents a marker. Let me repeat that in case you didn't hear. 87 cents a marker, which compared to Copic at $7 or $8 a marker, or even Prismacolor, which is about $5 to $6 a marker, that's pretty good. Overall, this is just a very good cheap marker. My philosophy is that you can do some amazing artwork even with the cheapest materials. I would say that if you're going to invest in these markers, I'd get a small skin tone set, because again, these skin tone colors, while they are very good, it's just a limited amount. You kind of need a few more. I'd also take note of which marker to use the most, so that when it gets time to buy the single markers or the refills, you'll know exactly which ones to get. I almost forgot, I really appreciate that this set comes with a few grays. If you can see in the top right hand corner of my color chart, this set actually comes with a few warm and cool grays, which is rare for beginner sets. Most sets do not come with the gray colors. You have to buy them separately. I normally use my grays for shadowing and shading and just to provide a little more depth. So it's good that they came with these even if they don't have the pastel colors. So I'm just going to speed up the second half of this video. As I said before, this coloring page is available for download on my Patreon, and links to all the materials that I use are going to be down in the drop box below. I'll see you guys at the end for my final thoughts. So here's the final product. As far as Ohuhu goes, I would say 8 out of 10, would definitely recommend. As I said before, links to all materials and the link to download this coloring page is in the drop down box below. I'll see you guys later. Bye!